Marty Supreme is a 2025 American sports comedy drama film directed by Josh Safdie and co-written by Ronald Bronstein. It stars Timothée Chalamet in the lead role of Marty Mauser, a charismatic and obsessive table tennis player set on reshaping the sport and achieving international fame. The film premiered as a secret screening at the 2025 New York Film Festival on October 6, 2025, and opened widely in the United States on December 25, 2025, distributed by A24. It really became one of A24's most financially successful and culturally talked about films. Josh Safdie's passion for the table tennis inspired Marty Supreme. According to production notes, Safdie's interest traces back to his youth when he watched eccentric Lower East Side characters play the game at his grandparents' home. In 2018, Safdie's wife bought a copy of The Money Player, the 1974 autobiography of real-life table tennis legend Marty Supreme, whose life loosely inspired the film's narrative. Safdie and Chalamet were friends at the time, and Safdie highlighted physical similarities between Chalamet and Supreme to spark Chalamet's interest. Chalamet began taking table tennis lessons shortly after, preparing for a role he had described as among the most personal of his career. Chalamet later admitted he had trained in table tennis years before the film was officially announced, blurring the line between active preparation and genuine passion for the sport. Safdie has cited character studies like The Hustler in 1961 and The Color of Money in 1986 as the tonal references, positioning Marty Supreme as both a sports story and a character exploration of relentless ambition. Gwyneth Paltrow plays Kay Stone, a wealthy retired actress and socialite who has a sexual relationship with Marty in the film. This was Paltrow's first film since Avengers Endgame in 2019. Paltrow would tell Vanity Fair that when she met Timothée Chalamet, who she was going to film several sex scenes with, she joked, "Okay, great, I'm 109 years old, you're only 14. When makeup artist Michael Fontaine applied pockmarks, freckles and nicks to Timothée Chalamet's face to give him a more weathered street appearance, the effect was so convincing that Gwyneth Paltrow thought it was real, privately suggesting to the actor that he try microneedling to fix his acne scars. As she hadn't filmed an intimate scene in years, Paltrow initially had no idea what an intimacy coordinator was when she was cast. However, since she and Chalamet was scheduled to shoot several sex scenes together, the studio brought one in. Paltrow saw no need for it, saying, "Girl, I'm from an era where you get naked, get into bed, and the camera's on." Chalamet would later agree. Paltrow would later tell Vanity Fair, "I don't know how it is for kids just starting out, but if someone said, okay, then he's going to put his hand here, I would feel as an artist very stifled by that." Several non-actors make their debuts in the film, excluding prior cameos as themselves, including businessman Kevin O'Leary, who of course plays Milton Rockwell, an influential businessman and Kay's husband who takes an interest in Marty and table tennis, and even famous rapper Tyler the Creator, who plays Wally, a taxi driver and Marty's friend. Gezo Rochrich's character is based on Polish table tennis player Alois Alex Ehrlich. After 4 years at Auschwitz, he was sent to Dachau, where he was saved from the gas chamber because the Nazis recognized him as a world champion. The honeycomb story is real, as detailed by Marty Supreme's autobiography, where Ehrlich actually smothered himself with honey so that his fellow inmates could lick it off of him for sustenance. Kaito Kawaguchi, who plays Kaito Endo in the film, is deaf in real life and also a table tennis champion representing Japan. The character was partially inspired by Kawaguchi himself, as well as real-life table tennis player Hiroshi Satoe. This was Josh Safdie's first solo project without his brother Benny since The Pleasure of Being Robbed in 2008. It was speculated that Julia Roberts had been offered Paltrow's part first, but turned it down, later with Paltrow accepting. Kevin O'Leary was pursued by Safdie and Bronstein due to his persona in the reality television series The Shark Tank. They flew out to O'Leary's home to watch him read for the role. Chalamet said that Safdie encouraged him to do some of his own stunts for the movie. For example, according to Kevin O'Leary, a stunt double was initially intended to stand in for Chalamet in the paddle spanking scene opposite O'Leary, but Chalamet insisted on performing it himself. The prop paddle then broke during the first take, so a real paddle had to be used. The director wanted Chalamet's eyes to look smaller, so he made him wear prescription glasses with contact lenses underneath, which impaired his vision temporarily. A24's marketing included bold stunts such as a giant ping pong ball themed LED projection and a Las Vegas Sphere appearance by Chalamet. The film would go on to receive 9 nominations at the 98th Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and it garnered 11 nominations at the 79th British Academy Film Awards, though unfortunately it would not win one award at the BAFTAs, tying the record for most BAFTA losses in a single year. Now, where do you even begin to review a film like Marty Supreme? This is a film powered by pure chaos, kinetic, anxious and relentless intensity. Now, if you've seen Uncut Gems, you'd already understand the Safdie style and their rhythm. Non-stop energy, overlapping dialogue, relentless camera movement, and an atmosphere that never lets you breathe. Marty Supreme follows that blueprint. It's loud, busy, and constantly in motion. The tension rarely dips, and by the time the credits roll, you feel exhausted, but in the best possible way. At the center of the storm is Timothée Chalamet, delivering what is arguably one of the most finest performances of his career. He gives absolutely everything to this role. Without him, the film simply wouldn't work. Marty is ambitious to the point of arrogance. He's cocky, reckless, and overconfident. He takes risks, manipulates situations, and often takes advantage of people around him. On paper, he is deeply unlikable, and yet you can't look away. That's the magic of Chalamet's performance. Beneath the bravado and chaos, he injects Marty with the charm and vulnerability. There's something boyish and human under all the ego. Through sheer charisma and intensity, Chalamet makes you want to follow him, to see what he'll do next, even if you know it's probably a bad situation. He carries the film on his shoulders and never drops the ball. The supporting cast is equally impressive. Gwyneth Paltrow delivers a strong and grounded performance, making a compelling return to screen. Her presence adds emotional weight and balance to Marty's volatility, while Odessa A'zion is superb as Rachel, Marty's married childhood friend and affair partner. Her chemistry with Chalamet feels authentic and lived in, adding complexity to the emotional undercurrents of the story. It's also surprisingly effective casting across the board. Kevin O'Leary and Tyler the Creator, neither traditionally known for acting, deliver believable and engaging performances. And seeing Fran Drescher as Marty's mother adds an unexpected but welcome layer to the film. Every character feels real, textured and authentic, a testament to both the casting and direction. This is not an easy film to watch. It's chaotic, it's intense, and it keeps you constantly on the edge. But it's also gripping and unforgettable. The kind of film that lingers in your mind long after you've seen it. Marty may not be likable, but through Chalamet's electrifying performance, he becomes compelling, even magnetic. Marty Supreme is exhausting, bold, yet brilliantly acted and well made. Marty Supreme gets a 9 out of 10. So what did you think of Marty Supreme? Please let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.